It appears for now the worst is over. After smashing its way through the Caribbean and making landfall in Florida, Hurricane Irma, one of the most powerful hurricanes to hit the Atlantic, has been downgraded to a tropical storm. In its wake, however, the devastation has claimed dozens of lives, left millions of homes without power, flooded streets, and ripped roofs off homes. HMS Ocean was in the Persian Gulf, but has been redeployed to the Caribbean as part of an international humanitarian effort to bring relief to the victims. Its 700-strong crew are highly skilled in a variety of different roles, from communications to medical and surgical. The ship's hold will be packed solid with 300 pallets of supplies, medicine, building materials, tents, everything required to bring relief to a disaster zone.
Well, this is a huge operation which is very much tri-service. We have a joint task force headquarters now established in the Caribbean with RFA Mounts Bay conducting sterling work in Anguilla and also in the BVI. But of course the deployment of the fleet flagship of the Royal Navy, HMS Ocean, demonstrates the UK's commitment and determination to provide maximum support to the Caribbean and to the British overseas territories.
Well, as soon as we've established the ground truth and what's really required from the medical team on board, we'll formulate a plan to go ashore and provide whatever assistance we can. On board I've got a GP and then 5 medics. Combined with that, I'm also embarking a forward surgical team. So medically we've got a real good capability and including our 20-strong first aid team as well.
The initial shock was just, oh my, like no one could believe what we were doing. Like we were hearing about it on the news, but no one knew exactly the extent of what was going on. As soon as we heard we were being rerouted, everyone knew what we had to do, and it was worthwhile doing. At the end of the day, I think this is what everyone joined the Navy for.
During the National Day celebrations, the Chief Minister revealed Gibraltar would be playing its part to help the UK overseas territories hit by the disaster. We've now learned the details of the ROC's contribution.
The Government of Gibraltar has been working to ensure that any available building materials in the 2 principal agencies of the Government of Gibraltar that have this material, the Housing Works Agency and Gibraltar Joinery and Building Services, is going to be made available to Ocean to take across the Atlantic to the people of the overseas territories of the Caribbean, so that the rebuilding effort can continue with that additional material at their disposal. That represents many tens of thousands of pounds worth of building materials, which the Government of Gibraltar, on behalf of the people of Gibraltar, is donating for this particular effort, and also $200,000 worth of vehicles, all-terrain vehicles supplied from Gibraltar. When push comes to shove and the people of Gibraltar have to look at others around the world who need assistance, I think Gibraltar also does very well in stepping up to the plate very quickly in order to ensure that that little bit of assistance that we can provide, we provide as soon as we are able to.
The monetary value of the contribution that the Gibraltar government is making to the disaster relief in the Caribbean is approximately $250,000, but of course it's providing much more than that, because all the supplies, all the food supplies, medical supplies that are being loaded onto HMS Ocean for that operation in the Caribbean, they're all being loaded onto the ship here at the naval base.
Gibraltar's a superb facility. Of course, the Royal Navy's linkages with Gibraltar go back many centuries. We were here ourselves on our way back from a 7-month operational deployment in March, and the support that we've received both from the facilities here but also from the Gibraltar people has been unparalleled, so thank you.
HMS Ocean is capable of deploying 9 helicopters to the affected zone, all of which perform different roles. The Wildcats are light choppers designed for reconnaissance, whilst the Chinooks are built for heavy carrying and transporting. 6 more Chinooks are based at RAF Gibraltar and have been helping Ocean stock up for the voyage to the Caribbean. The ship will leave as soon as it's ready, and this is expected to be sometime tomorrow.